Good morning, everyone, and today we're doing something a little different than what I've been doing. Yeah, I haven't done much with Pokemon in a good little while. The only thing I've done was just say my favorites in a sloppy video. So today we're just doing stuff. So, as you can see, I won a Pokemon Showdown with a very strange team. Not the one that you're seeing, because that's just a Rambats I did just for footage. I have asked as a couple of content creators, mostly VTubers, because that's just the people I know, for their favorite Pokemon and fought just random people on Pokemon Showdown. And here are the rules for this funny little challenge I did. 1, I have to use the Pokemon given unless they are a pre-evolution. If it is a pre-evolution, I am allowed to evolve them. If I was given, however, if I was, say, given Alolan Grimer, I couldn't use Cantonian Muck. But if I got, say, Execute, I could evolve it into Cantonian or Alolan Exeggutor. Simple thing. Number 2, I have to fully win the fight. I am not allowed to win via forfeit. This is mainly because I don't consider a forfeit an actual win. Yes, it is a win on Showdown, but don't care. And lastly, I get to pick how I'm using the Mon. I'm not going to ask, I didn't ask the content creators how should I use the Mon, because I know if I did, God help. So I'll introduce the Pokemon and the content creators in the order they responded. I should say, one of them is not, and I'll explain who it is when it becomes their turn. First off is Seabass. He is a nice friend and also a thief, apparently. Man, that's fine. Anyways, he said his favorite Pokemon was Joltik. I like Joltik. I like him a lot. Also, but I prefer Galvantula over him. I just prefer the spider over the tick, okay? But I do like him a lot. Now, I very much could have ran Galvantula as a Joltik. I just went with the Galvantula for the reason of I wanted some mix-up. I didn't just want a web setter. So so I did it a sashed webs set with compound eyes as the ability. The rest of the moves are Thunder, Bug Buzz, and Volt Switch. If I don't get rocks up with a Mon, I would have led with Galvantula in all of my testing. I kept forgetting to actually set up webs, so yeah, I didn't really use webs that much. Or at all. Next up, we have Soy. He is also a friend, and I sell the soul of scammers to this man. I don't. He just wants stuff, I guess. I don't know why. And that was also a joke. Anyways, his favorite Pokemon was Poochyena. Pretty alright, Mon. I thought, okay, I could actually work with this Pokemon as a pre-evolution, because I thought it got Intimidate. It did not get Intimidate. Yeah, apparently it doesn't get Intimidate until it evolves, so I evolved it. In fact, straight up, all these Pokemon I've evolved. Mainly because I didn't want to use certain Pokemon that I was given in a way that makes them terrible. So yeah, he is a physical attacker with the moveset of Sucker Punch, Crunch, Trail Blaze, and Play Rough. Move with Intim and AV as the item, or Assault Vest. He is a nice physical attacker to have. Very good against the ever-prevalent Dragapult because it has Sucker. And I know that most Dragapult are banded, Specs, or Scarfed. All of those three are choice items. And I'll be honest, I've rarely seen a Dragapult with D-Dance. Simple as that. Next up is Nightship Phoenix. So at this moment, I have Galvantula and, well, Poochyena. And in terms of a attacker, I don't think a ground type is going to resist all of Galvantula, or is just immune to it. And also, if it has another type, it could just live hits from Mightyena as well, especially since Trailblaze is not that strong. So, Nightship Phoenix, thank God, gave me 3 options. I was not expecting this, so I just chose whichever one I wanted. And the options were Turtwig, Talonflame, and Moltres. I assumed Cantonian, mainly because they sent me a gift straight afterwards of Cantonian Moltres. So, I went with Cantonian Moltres. If not, I honestly prefer Galarian more because I just like it more. Simple as that, simple as that. So, with this, I did go Moltres because I'm not I didn't pick Turtwig because of the next Pokemon, and I didn't pick Talonflame because, yes, Gale Wings is good. I was expecting a lot of rocks, and I didn't want to run Brave Bird. Simple as that. So, with Moltres, I gave it heavy duty because it is a special attacker at the end of the day, and so Acro doesn't really work on it quite as well. Well, and I gave it Defog. I just slapped Defog on it just in case Hazards got in the way too much. I only used Defog like twice during this entire run. Mainly also because I gave it Flamethrower, Extrasensory, and Air Slash, and Air Slash was doing pretty alright. Yeah, sadly its best special stat, it doesn't even get Hurricane, so yeah. This man carried though, probably because it's my only legendary. Next up is Nox. Little Nox, this is the non-content creator. However, I don't really care because I am not redoing this entire video to swap out this Pokemon for a different one. So, Nox gave me a Garchomp. This man is Cynthia. Yeah, this man gave me the OU meta until Gen 9. God, man. So I wanted to be a little funny with this because, yeah, he might be UU in Gen 9, but he's still pretty goddamn good. So I did Ruskin as the ability because why not? I gave it Scale Shot, Earthquake, Poison Jab, and Swords Dance. And lastly, since I did have Scale Shot, I gave it Loaded Dice. I probably should have given it a Choice Band or a Life Orb because I had SD. This Garchomp, I like this Garchomp. This Garchomp was fun to use. It also kind of got one hit anyways, so Scale Shot raising my speed but lowering my defense didn't really do much. Next up, we have XS. She is a very, very good friend. She is also known as Puppy Sensei. And she gave me a Rockruff. I knew she was going to give me a dog Pokemon. I don't know why Rockruff specifically. But okay, I could work with this. I definitely can work with this. So obviously I evolved into Lycanroc, But which form? Which form did I do? I did Dusk. I went with Dusk because this is my rock setter and I wanted extra damage on Accelerock in case the target outsped me. Or I just went with Psychic Fangs otherwise. Pretty good, pretty good. I quite enjoyed using the Lycanroc. It was my lead in literally every single match, mainly because I kept forgetting that I keep meaning to set up sticky webs. So this thing's moveset is Stealth Rocks, Accelerock, Brick Break, and Psychic Fangs, all moves that are impacted by Tough Claws. So yeah, they're all pretty good. And last but certainly not least is Raven, Blue Raven. I like to think that we're friends. And other than that, I am assuming she doesn't know Pokemon very well. She might. I don't fully know. Mainly because she gave me a Pikachu. Why? Pikachu itself is terrible. Normal Raichu is Argue. Alolan Raichu is Argue. They're not that great. So I did Alolan because in a different league I have Alolan Raichu, and I might make a video of me just explaining the Pokemon I picked, why I picked them, and other things. But yeah, so I gave this thing a Life Orb, I gave it Draining Kiss, I gave it the Thunderbolt and Psychic for stab, and Calm Mind so that it can take special hits better and it can deal more damage. This team, it's pretty alright. It's pretty alright, to be honest. Pretty alright. It did win me one match, exactly one, and I did win via forfeit once. Mainly because of Garchomp, not gonna lie. Garchomp and Moltres were the best ones here. So yeah. Feeny, thank you for the Moltres. Nox, thank you for the Garchomp. Now that was a battle, my guys. Ugh. So I might do a part 2 if you guys liked it enough. I don't know enough to fully do a part 2 yet, but I do know a little more. But yeah, thanks for everyone, and I hope you all have a good day. Good night, everyone.